My beloved mother was prominent among my spirit friends, and I was desirous of getting from her some further evidence of my last parting with her on the occasion of my leaving home for India, referred to in Mr. Beard's previous visit. This was the last time I saw my mother, and the memory of it has never faded from my mind. On a former occasion she showed the medium a house quite close to our own, where dwelt one, Elizabeth, to whom it was shown. I went, on saying farewell to my mother. After this she showed him what appeared to be a triangle or a triangular piece of ground, and wished to convey to him that she took her final leave of me at one point of that triangle, and afterwards at another. This was all the evidence of the actual scene of our parting that I could get at that time. On this occasion, on asking for further evidence, she showed the house occupied by Elizabeth and partly described the interior accurately enough, but the most interesting feature of this manifestation of psychic power is that the medium was shown a pond, access to which by horses and carts was evidenced by cart tracks leading to and from the pond, which was apparently used by passing vehicles for watering the horses. After this scene a railway station and a waiting train were brought to his notice, into which the medium felt he was being impelled to enter. The word Elizabeth was again given to the medium, as though my mother was especially anxious that this name should be impressed on my mind. I would here explain the nature of the parting between my dear mother and myself, on my leaving my home for India in 1863. I said farewell to her at my home and proceeded straight to my Aunt Elizabeth's house a little farther up the village street. On bidding her, my aunt, goodbye, I found that my mother had entered the meadow adjoining our house, and had followed me along the village street, but inside the meadow, the upper part of which was within 50 yards of my Aunt Elizabeth's house just across the road. From that point my dear mother had witnessed my leave-taking with my aunt, and I waved her another farewell. 100 yards up the street, towards the railway station, was the village pond, and it was at that point I again turned and saw my beloved one watching me, her youngest born, on his way to that far-off country to which he was bound. I again waved her a farewell from that point, and that was the last I saw of her whom I loved so well on earth and whom I was never destined to see again in the flesh.